Holy Road.
Son como de esos así, dicen Starbucks, ¿qué dijiste? Moca.
Hello, everybody. How are you? What's going on fun here? At 7-Eleven. People at 7-Eleven are weird. like. You're gonna go get. Understand. So we're at 7-Eleven on Redwood Road. I guess so. You sure guess a lot. What's she doing? Guess you guys can watch them come in now. Probably think I'm weirdo.
Pero ese que te enseñé. Oh, es que no estaba segura y le estoy diciendo al muchacho. Le digo, ¿puedo asomarme en la puerta con mi hija? Porque no sé si es eso. Como dicen energía, yo no sabía que decían energía.
That's why I wasn't answering. But I can see you. I really can see you.
Eso de que no estaba segura. De que utilizan energía.
Pick it up before. The other one?
También.
Drinking coffee at the same time.
No.
going down Redwood Road. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody or just to Mr. King Stewart. Change his name on his and cars don't let you through. Such a loud AC, jeez. Mom's all
Entonces, pues, se consta.
all that. You put all that?
No, te puse una carta de carga. No, ese fue tu viejo el que puso hola.
Dile hola, yeah. The puso hola. He said hi to you. Come on, someone speed up or go. Shit. Can't even move over. Fucking speed up and then speed up. We're trying to move over. Mom, I can read what. I can read what you're telling Mom. Do not drive like a maniac. You do. Who can't stay in his lane. drives like a maniac. Going off to me a somebody. What's going on over there?
Pararon ahí otro carro. Ahí ven la gente.
Jeez. Still on Redwood Road. Ready, set, green light. The ambulance? Really? Yeah. People don't know how to move over so they can go through. Getting ready to place in NASCAR? What? You're typing gibberish.
Oh, qué caray. Me lo pasaste.
Well, people. Jumpers go. You had your chance. Should have started speeding up, dummy. She's all watching. It's funny. She's like, "Hmm?" this area. Just looking at the lines.
Ah, está
It
todo
would
como...
be very confusing if you didn't know the area.
Yo sé, no me confundo con esto. Tanto correr para irse ahí.
My car takes a minute to go. Excuse me. That green car was gonna keep going. And the two Mavericks.
Yep.
That's just funny.
Es como para que no se
Maverick
crucen
Beach
así.
Bumper.
Se me hace que por eso lo hicieron. Que aquí a cada rato chocaban todo el tiempo.
It's just too funny.
Que me dijo mi jefe que iban a quemar, a hacer lo que hicieron con tu tía. También.
continue with the killer cat adventure. The ship captain, sir. Well, shifted over here with us. We're in the middle of meandering around. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to get you off schedule. All righty now. I'm suddenly in here. What is your first riddle? Here it is. Our first riddle coming up. What animal grows the fastest? What animal grows the fastest? That's the one, sir. That's number one. They grow very fast. They do, yes, sir, but that's not the word. Well, it's not what I know. Oh, I see. How about a little elephant? A little elephant? Well, no, sir, that's the answer I have. Well, what is the answer, Sparkle? Oh, the answer that I have is to what animal grows the fastest? Well, a kangaroo. And you know why? No. Well, it grows by leaps and bounds. Oh, hell no. How about that? Ricky one. Okay, number two coming up. What do you call a little joke? Oh, I know that. I know you know that. What do you call a little joke? Yes, sir. A mini pop-up. Oh, you did it. Okay, number three coming up. What did one firefly, like a lightning bug, what did one firefly say to the other firefly? Oh, what's another one I know? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, the old thinking cap got that one right away. Walked up, huh? Yeah, what did one firefly, well, I can't even say it. Yes, sir. What did one firefly say to the other firefly? Thank you. Okay. When you gotta glow, you gotta glow. Yes, sir. Here's the glow. And here is number four. What do you call a very small hot dog? You call a very small hot dog? Yes, sir. I think I know the answer. Really? Do you really? Well, what is it? What is a very small hot dog? Yes, sir. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Oh, sir. Well, let's see how you've done today. Well, Skipper, while you have correctly answered 3 out of 4 riddles.
Hi there, fellas and girls. I am the ship's communications officer, and I'll be asking the Club Bible Quiz question again today. And Miss Sparkle will be joining me to see if she knows the answer. We'd like you to listen and see if you can come up with the answer before she does.
Hi, Mr. Communications Officer. I'm reporting in for the Bible quiz.
Sparkle, you look rather chipper today.
Oh, well, sir, I'm feeling fine. But to tell you the truth, if I answer your quiz question with the right answer, I'll feel much better.
I do understand. All right, here's the question. How many angels came to speak with light?
Ooh, how many angels came to speak with light? Well, sir, I'm sure I know the answer, and there were 2 angels who came to Lot in Sodom.
That's correct. Lovers, was your answer 2 angels? Well, we find our quiz answer in Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom and Eden. And that's our Club Bible quiz for today. And Sparkle did well again today, didn't she, Clever? You know why Sparkle gets most of the quiz questions right? Well, it's because she is faithful to study her Bible every day. Now, do you have a regular time for your Bible study? If not, why not start today? Boy. Hey, I took a look at the clock here on the pilot house. Where am I?
You're being held hostage, and we need $1,000 to let you go.
Phew.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you guys were like in-laws. You know, if you use liftcredit.com, you might not need to...
Spa specials, which include a 60-minute massage. Summer days and snowbird are jam-packed. So once you've worked up an appetite, stop by 71. Snowbird's Mountain.
security camera footage. Trump is pleaded not guilty to more than 3 dozen counts. The May date means he will first stand trial in the New York hush money case. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Special Counsel Jack Smith's other investigation into the former president's alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election could wrap up soon. Mr. Trump did not testify before the grand jury this week after receiving a second COVID letter. Vice President Harris in Jacksonville, Florida, taking aim at the state's education standards, which were approved by lawmakers this week, especially when it comes to teaching Black history. We fought a war to end the sin of slavery. The vice president says it's unnecessary to debate whether enslaved people benefited from slavery. No relief in sight. 2 weeks now of extreme heat across the South.
Heat alerts from California to Florida, and another day of dangerously hot conditions with triple digits across much of the Southwest. And it's not just how high the temperatures are getting, it's the extreme heat is sticking around and a lack of adequate overnight cooling in some cities that's making it such a dangerous and record-breaking situation. The heat expected to stretch into the Midwest over the next few days. Long-term, forecasts predict the unusually hot conditions well into August. Dave Packer, ABC News.
The Dow closed up 3 points, the Nasdaq down 31. You're listening to ABC News.
And now the KSL in-depth. 2 of the most anticipated movies of the year, Barbie and Oppenheimer, begin this weekend. Thursday preview night ticket sales brought in $32 million, $22 million for Barbie, 10 for Oppenheimer. And joining me on the KSL Newsline, ABC News entertainment correspondent Jason Nathanson. So Jason, I'm sure you've seen these movies. Is the hype justified?
Yeah, hype's justified for both of them. I really, really like both of them. And that number, by the way, that you mentioned, the $22.3 million for Barbie and Thursday night pre-sales, that's the biggest number for any film this year, and bigger than Top Gun Maverick last year. That's a lot of money for Barbie. So this is going to be a huge opening weekend. Word of mouth, I expect to be great. It already is. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is just as high as the critics score, not even a little bit higher. Barbie is smart. It's funny. It's self-referential. There are a lot of jokes about Mattel, the parent company of Barbie, which had to approve the script, and I'm surprised actually they allowed to be in the script. Greta Gerwig co-wrote and directed it and did a fantastic job. Margot Robbie stars as Barbie, and she is a fantastic Barbie. Ryan Gosling is a great Ken. I had a lot of fun in the film, in the movie, but also going to a Thursday night preview with a bunch of, with an audience of people who bought tickets. They were having so much fun watching this movie. A lot of them dressed up in pink. I assume a couple of them maybe drinking a little alcohol. Not going to tell. I don't know. But it seemed like they were having a lot of fun. This is a movie, by the way, for teens and adults. It's PG-13. Yeah, it's not a little kid movie.
So I have a very serious question. I'm bringing grandsons, like 5 and 10 years old. Is it going to be okay for them?
Yeah, it's going to be okay. Anything racy is going to go over their heads, and they're probably not going to understand a lot of the movie, but I think they'll be fine. Visually, it's stunning and fun watching that.
All right.
Maybe the 10-year-old a little more. The 5-year-old, definitely it's going to go way over his head.
All right, thanks so much. ABC News entertainment correspondent Jason Nathanson ahead of a big movie weekend. KSL News Time, 4:19 now. Traffic and weather together on the 9s brought to you by Granite Credit Union's High Yield Savings Certificates. Here's Ricky Meese.
They're still cleaning up a crash with possible injuries eastbound I-80 right at the junction of I-215's westbound. It's out of traffic on the shoulder, and you can make that ramp, but you do need to use a little bit of caution. Southbound I-15, Salt Lake County, bogged down and slow from 4500 south to Draper. Northbound I-15, heavy and slow from Murray at 4500 south to the 6 south exit downtown.
Bounce line through Linden right now. This is just after Pleasant Grove Boulevard and heading through Linden. After that, though, you're at good speeds into Spanish Fort. I am also seeing a little touch of northbound flowing in Lehigh as you approach 2100 north on I-15. Other than that, though, things are looking good throughout Utah County. Mark.
Yeah, it's been pretty ugly right now. Extra early coming Ogden down to Roy on southbound I-15, basically from 21st Street on down to 44th Street. And then northbound traffic's been heavy Roy on up into Riverdale as well. It's not too bad the rest of the Davis County commute, but northbound is starting to get a little bit heavy coming out of downtown Salt Lake, sluggish to the north interchange. Wake up with a sore back, upgrade your mattress today. Durden Durden's new sleep center, Durden's mattresses on Fifth South and Bountiful. Durden's branch know at prices you love. Mark Jackson at the KSL Traffic Center.
Your 7-day forecast brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. Kevin Eubank is here. And Kevin, one of them has to be the hottest day of the year, right?
Oh, temperatures today, well, we didn't get up to the 106 that we have had as the hottest temperature in Salt Lake this year. But today, 101 to 102 at the airport, and it's going to get even hotter tomorrow. High pressure moves overhead, sunny, and 104 on Saturday, 105 on Sunday. Now, we'll pick up a few more clouds on Sunday, and then those partly cloudy skies will linger into Pioneer Day Monday and Tuesday. Those will produce a few little mountain thunderstorms, but the valley's mostly just some clouds and wind. But Jeff, temperatures stay at or above 100 degrees for the next 7 days. So even though we're headed through Pioneer Day and we've got this long weekend ahead of us, it's definitely going to be hot, so be prepared if you're headed outside.
Are we going to get some relief each night through all of this?
Overnight lows drop down into the 70s, but again, even the 70s, it's about 6 to 8 degrees above normal for the overnight lows as well. Temperatures are really hard to cool off in the overnight when it's that hot during the day.
Oh, let me ask you about the story we're running from the National Weather Service and their long-term predictions. They say the heat wave that is plaguing the West, those their words, is going to last into August. Is that right for us?
No. So the overall pattern of that big high pressure is going to linger, but as do these heat waves and these big areas of high pressure, they move back and forth. So you'll go up and then you'll go down and you'll go up and go down. So they were probably referencing the overall pattern, but that doesn't mean we're going to be continuing having these extra hot temperatures all the way through August.
In the meantime, it's 100 glorious degrees in Salt Lake City. Thanks, Kevin. KSL News Time 423.
At Shane Company, we believe everybody is made to shine. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. Shining is not for a chosen few. Like a rare gemstone, each one of us was created under just the right set of circumstances. Your moments, your milestones, your love story, all deserve to shine bright. You don't need an occasion or an invitation. You and your life are the event. At Shane Company, we handcraft our jewelry with the greatest care and hand select the most beautiful gemstones so you can shine. So put on a pair of earrings that make your eyes sparkle. Wear diamonds that light up the room. Try on sapphires in every color of the rainbow. Give an heirloom that collects new stories with each generation. We're all made to shine. Shane Company, fine jewelry since 1929.
Introducing Yes Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. We're bringing all of Utah's favorite HVAC, plumbing, and electrical brands under one roof. Protect your family with a complete whole home generator from the pros at Yes Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Call today and save up to $1,000 when you purchase a new generator from Yes. Don't be left in the dark. Schedule your free power evaluation from the expert technicians at Yes today. Call now or visit theyesmancan.com for details, terms, and conditions.
Warmer weather is here, and Skinny Utah would like to help you shape up for summer by losing 20 pounds in the next 40 days. That's right, 20 pounds in as little as 40 days. That's the Skinny Utah promise. Skinny Utah will customize every plan because no two bodies are alike. Their proven program is 100% natural. There are never any prepackaged meals or shakes to buy, and they never use dangerous drugs or hormones. Skinny Utah will teach you how to eat real food you buy at the store. Take the first step to a healthier new you and schedule your free weight loss strategy session at skinnyutah.com. A $300 value, absolutely free. Skinny Utah has offices in Draper, Orange, Centerville, and St. George, and they're extending their couple special, where the second person is half price. Schedule your free weight loss strategy session today at skinnyutah.com. That's skinnyutah.com. At Skinny Utah, you have nothing to lose but the weight.
We're watching Utah's money at KSL. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is getting involved in the UPS contract talks. The Chamber sent a letter to the president asking him to intervene in the stalled contract talks. 10 days to go till the Teamsters go out on strike against UPS. The company ships nearly $4 billion worth of stuff every day. On Wall Street, the 10-day winning streak continued for the Dow, but it was up only 2 points, closing at 35,227. The S&P up 1, the Nasdaq down 30 points. As NFL training camps open, one member of the coaching staff made an historic announcement.
Kevin Maxson is the assistant strength and conditioning coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Thursday he became the first male coach in protein to come out, telling Outsports he does not want to feel like he has to think about it anymore and provide strength to others to share their stories. Maxson is in a relationship. He's been with the Jaguars since 2021. And team owner Sean Kahn told ESPN he appreciated reading the story and hopes that he, quote, comes to work each day during camp and through the season feeling confident, free, and at peace. Brian, ABC News.
Hi, this is Doug Wright here with another experiment you can try at home regarding water. You can take 4 bags of water softener salt, lift 3 of the bags with one hand and 1 bag with your other hand. Yeah, I know. Now, if you're like most people, you'll probably find the 3 bags of salt weigh about 3 times as much as the 1 bag of salt. And that's an important thing to bear in mind when you're shopping for a water softener. You see, in our home, we have Connecticut, and the Connecticut water softeners are so well designed, they use only 1 bag of salt for every 3 bags that other water softeners use. Now, I can speak to this because we have had a Connecticut soft water system now in 2 different homes, and I'm not a fan of lifting those bags of salt. This is just one of the many reasons you really should look into Connecticut. Their number is 801-576-8600, or go to softwaterutah.com.
After a long winter, it's finally that time again. Pack your picnics, bring your family and friends, and get ready for memorable musical summer evenings. The Deer Valley Music Festival with the Utah Symphony is back. Deer Valley Music Festival favorite Capathia Jenkins returns with her powerful voice and stunning stage presence. Here's some of the greatest hits in soul and R&B featuring music by the leading ladies you know and love, including Whitney Houston, Gladys Knight, Adele, and more, all performed live at the Utah Symphony. Escape into the music and the mountains July 21st in Park City. Then on July 22nd, multi-platinum selling acclaimed singer-songwriter Leanne Rimes takes the stage with her chart-topping hits How Do I Live, Can't Stop the Moonlight, and so much more. Don't miss this legend as she stops in Utah with her latest tour, The Story So Far, joined by the world-class Utah Symphony. Get your tickets today at DeerValleyMusicFestival.org.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes were brought to you by Granite Credit Union's High Yield Savings Certificates. Here's Ricky Meese.
An accident eastbound I-80 at I-215's Westbelt Junction over to the right, southbound I-15. Slowdowns in spots from Murray at 4500 south, scattered into Draper. And now we're starting to see heavy and slow traffic eastbound I-80 in Summit County between Kimball Junction and the Highway 40 turnoff. Audrey?
Right now, if you're traveling in Utah County, you are still going to see a little bit of southbound slowing. This is between American Fork and Linden, just your typical afternoon delays. And a little bit of northbound slowing as you're approaching 2100 north and Lehigh, flipping a little slow there as well. And if you are traveling through Provo Canyon or Spanish Fork Canyon, both of those are looking really good. Mark?
Kind of sluggish as usual as you make your way out of downtown. Not a big struggle in spots up to the north interchange on northbound I-15. You're going to get another bit of sluggish volume below 200 North Catesville, but I'm seeing some huge delays right now coming southbound through Ogden, 21st Street down to 44th Street, Riverdale, and you got northbound delays coming Clearfield now up to Roy as well. This is the place, Heritage Park, the place to learn, explore, and enjoy Utah history, perfect for weddings, reunions, birthdays, celebrations of life, and more. Planned stays, this is theplace.org. Mark Jackson, the KSL Traffic Center.
You're listening to Jeff Kaplan's Afternoon News on KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Good afternoon, 4:30 at KSL. Jeff Kaplan here. We just touched 102 degrees in Salt Lake. KSL's top story. Candidate Ron DeSantis is speaking at this very moment at the Utah State Capitol. KSL News Radio's Lindsay Ayers is in the room.
We saw Governor Ron DeSantis walk into the Gold Room at the Capitol. He met with about 15 or 20 or so lawmakers. The media was not allowed inside that meet and greet. We also have seen a few supporters just here every few times to hear him speak.
I voted for Trump in 2020, But I'm supporting Ron DeSantis in this upcoming primary, mainly because I think Ron DeSantis is an extremely conservative governor who represents a lot of the values that most conservatives in Utah have, but also because I think he's the best chance at beating Joe Biden.
Now, many of the lawmakers believe that Ron DeSantis is the person who can win the Republican nomination. We'll bring you some of his remarks later on here on KSL News Radio. Lindsay Ayers reporting live from the Capitol on KSL News Radio.
Back in Florida, Vice President Harris and some community leaders, parents, and educators are criticizing Black history teaching standards that were approved by the Florida Board of Ed this week. The new standard says that Florida teachers will have to instruct that some slaves benefited from slavery because they learned a trade.
This is unnecessary to debate whether enslaved people benefited from slavery. Are you kidding me? Are we supposed to debate that?
In response to the new criticism, Governor DeSantis accuses Democrats of lying about Florida educational standards. A verdict has been handed down to the man who had a shootout with police in 2020 and had pounds of explosives in his home. KSL News Radio's Hugo Ricard is live with more. Hugo.
Jeff, Ryan instead that was dropped to assault on an officer. Mick Meningall engaged in a police shootout in South Jordan 3 years ago, and after his arrest, 20 pounds of explosives were found at his residence. Documents described his spiral at the time of the shootout. He also added that if he wanted to actually kill an officer, he would have gone to a different room and fired more rounds. Reporting live, Hugo Ricard, KSL News Radio. Thanks, Hugo.
Authorities arrested 2 men for stealing weapons from a Taylorsville gun shop. The men are former employees of Doug's Shootman Sports. On a tip from the owner, authorities recovered dozens of firearms and accessories. Stephen Daniel Port of Tremonton and Matthew Robert Trovard of South Jordan are being held in Salt Lake County Jail. A Kearns woman is in police custody today following an overnight shooting. Unified Police Sergeant Melody Cutler says the woman's boyfriend, Dominique Vigil, was fatally wounded after an altercation in his home.
What we learned is that he was girlfriend, she was his living girlfriend, had been arguing, and it escalated into a point where shots were fired. As she exited that bedroom, she pointed a gun at his mother, and then she exited the home.
Sandra Perez was later arrested in West Valley City. KSL News Time 4:34. Our top national story this hour, a new phase of the war in Ukraine will be carried out in the Black Sea.
Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov says Russian authorities are analyzing possible threats in the Kyiv waterway. In his view, the Kyiv regime is absolutely unpredictable and would stop at nothing, hence threat levels are increasing. Both Russia and Ukraine have announced they'll treat ships traveling to each other's Black Sea ports as potential military targets.
ABC's Tom Rivers at the foreign desk. Tech executives from Amazon, Google, and Microsoft met with the president today to talk about artificial intelligence. President Biden says they've agreed to some guardrails.
Over the past year, my administration has taken action to guide responsible innovation. Last October, we introduced the first of its kind AI Bill of Rights. In February, I signed an executive order to direct the agency to protect the public from algorithms that discriminate.
Microsoft president said today's meeting established the first draft of what will probably become the laws of the future. While plenty of movies to see this weekend, people are flocking to see one of the most anticipated openings, Barbie, of course. KSL News Radio's Amy Kobe is outside the Megaplex in West Valley with reactions. Amy?
Jeff, people are looking pretty depressed, actually, as they walk out.
Wow.
Wait, that might actually be, though, because of Oppenheimer. Actually, all of the girls, and it is mostly girls coming out of Barbie. You can tell that they're coming out of the Barbie movie because they're all dressed up in pink and rhinestones. I spoke to 9-year-old Katie Walker. She was walking out with her mom. And also I have asked a few people about Oppenheimer, also hearing good things, but obviously not for the 9-year-olds. Reporting live on the scene, Amy Cohen, KSL News Radio.
Great weekend to cool off at the movies. KSL News Time 4:36. First look traffic now. Ricky Meese is here.
We have I-15 just jammed up in Weber County on the southbound side. Delays stretch from Marietta Slaterville to just past Riverdale Road, and northbound I-15 slow and go from Clear to about 31st Street in Ogden. Ricky Neeson, the KSL Traffic Center.
The Barbie Movie Minute is on the way next.
Sometimes people will ask me, Tim, how do you have all the energy you have to do all the things you do? And I have to tell you, part of it is that I lost 34 pounds, a year and a half ago, and I've kept it off all this time. And I think back to when I was heavier, I would be exhausted. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd be exhausted because I'd get up so early. But now, I have afternoon energy, and I know it's because I'm not lugging around that 34 pounds that I had been for how many years. I did it on SOTA weight loss. SOTA stands for state of the art.
And you're going to have the energy to do more, which is then going to help keep that weight off. We've said it before, but imagine, go to the gym, pick up 34 pounds of weights, and just walk around the gym for a while. It'll give you an idea of what you've been lugging around. My daughter lost 42 pounds, and she continues on the maintenance phase now. Find out how this company can help you or somebody in your family. Go to SOTAweightloss.com, spelled SOTA. Thank Tim and Amanda, because SOTA Weight Loss is state-of-the-art.
Boyd Matheson on the pitfalls of politics. I think the biggest thing we all have to reject is the status quo. We have to reject the kind of politics that have been served up to us and that we bought into. The biggest question for all of us is, what are we afraid of? And often what we're afraid of is losing power. Politicians often tell us, you can vote for whoever you want, but if you vote for someone other than me, you'll lose power, you'll lose influence. And we have to reject that. Our voting right is our most sacred and fundamental right. Vote for the best person, even if they're not in either political party. Some will try to convince you that throwing your vote away and the evil, awful other side is going to win because of that. That's what they want you to believe. Because if you're functioning out of a position of fear, we all lose. You'll vote for the status quo, and that keeps the status quo in power.
Join Inside Sources with Boyd Matheson, 1 to 3 on KSL News Radio.
This is 9 Minute of News, brought to you by Any Hour Services, electrical, plumbing, heating, and air, anyhourservices.com. The new Barbie movie is going to be bizarre. It premieres July 21st.
It's the best day ever. It is the best day ever.
Living in airhead light with a pink Technicolor dream world, Barbie, played by Margot Robbie, inexplicably starts thinking about death and is given a choice.
You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe. The first one, the high heel. You have to want to know. Okay, do it again.
The movie follows Barbie's adventures in the real world as an evil toy company executive, Will Ferrell, tries to recapture her. That is not too far off from real life, for the man who invented Barbie was an evil toy company executive named Jack Ryan, a Harvard-educated man-child who also invented Hot Wheels. He was so successful building Mattel that he built himself a castle with a drawbridge and a moat near Beverly Hills, where he womanized, claiming 5 wives, including actress Zsa Zsa Gabor. In his daughter's book, she claims her dad was a cocaine-addicted, deeply paranoid gun nut who always thought people were chasing him. At times, he'd shoot out the castle windows, and at one point, with a SWAT team surrounding the moat, he held his own daughter hostage at gunpoint as he heated up shotgun shells on the kitchen stove. Absolutely bizarre. Now that you know this, you won't be surprised that Barbie is based on an X-rated cartoon character in a German newspaper. The sad endings of this story, with his mental health deteriorating, Barbie's creator took his own life in 1991 with a shotgun at the age of 64. But enjoy the movie.
Only on KSL News Radio.
Yes, your traffic and weather together on the 9's brought to you by Granite Credit Union's high-yield savings certificates. We have some tough driving, Ricky.
We do. We have a new accident as well. This is westbound I-80 just before State Street. A right lane is blocked, and that's backing traffic past 7th East. For southbounders on I-15, we do have traffic that remains bogged down and slow as you go from 4500 South Murray all the way to Bluffdale. Northbound I-15, a little crowded from South Salem to downtown, and the final cleanup of a crash eastbound I-80 approaching the West Belt. Mark? Audrey?
Still seeing some slowdowns if you're traveling southbound on I-15 between American Fork and going into the north end of Orem right now. So just give yourself 5 to 10 extra minutes to get through that stretch. Northbound I-15, that's looking pretty good. There's no delays from Spanish Fork to the point of the mountain. I am still seeing it pretty slow if you're on 2100 north, traveling westbound towards 2300 west. Mark?
big trouble in Weber County right now on northbound Trappers Loop at SR 39 Ogden Canyon. Heaviest I-15 delays going to be southbound between Marion, Slaterville, and Riverdale, 48th Street. And then you got northbound delays coming Clearfield to Riverdale as well. Sluggish but moving out of downtown on northbound I-15 to the north interchange in through Davis County. $33 or it's free. If you're tired of backed up and clogged drains, Big Brothers Home Services can help with a $33 or it's free drain cleaning because they do more. Mark Jackson, the KSL Traffic Center. Hot temperature statewide as high pressure rebuilds over the region. Tonight, 76 for the low in Salt Lake, 104 on Saturday, 105 on Sunday. Both records in Salt Lake City. We'll see a few more clouds roll in for Sunday and into Pioneer Day Monday. The temperature stay above 100 degrees for the next 7 days. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Kevin Eubank.
101 degrees in Salt Lake City. So the U.S. women's national team begins action in the World Cup tonight. We have a preview coming up. 7 FM and 11:60 AM. Your all-day companion for news. 4:42 Friday afternoon.
step-by-step plan that takes into consideration your income, your debt, whether you want money from real estate, stock market, annuities, life insurance, whatever. If you want to deal with professionals, people that are fiduciaries and have a legal responsibility and obligation to do what's in your best interest, give my team a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370. Or go to my website, utahsfinancialplanner.com. If you'd like to retire 3 to 5 years before you thought it was possible, give my team a call right now. 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370.
Tents are going up, prices are going down. And that means you know where you'll be July 19th through the 22nd. Noble House Furniture and Design in Bountiful is holding its annual tent sale July 19th through 22nd with hundreds of new in the box overstock and clearance items. Every year, Noble House clears out the warehouse, and that means great discounts on beautiful, high-quality furniture with savings of 50 to 80% off MSRP. Noble House wants their clients to love walking into their homes. For 22 years, Noble House has helped clients find the perfect design result. And now, that can all be yours, complete with up to 80% off MSRP. Furniture store, interior design studio, and outstanding values. The tents go up, and the prices go down. July 19th through 22nd in Bountiful. Get details at noblehousedesign.com. That's noblehousedesign.com.
KSL News Time, 4:45. The 3 things you need to know this hour. First,
Utah doctors are warning about the health impacts of this weekend's heat wave. They say it's really important to keep water close and cool off quickly if you do get overheated. I'm KSL News Radio's Amy Kobe.
Second, a 23-year-old man who has autism was found safe this morning in Murray 20 hours after he disappeared from a group home in West Jordan. There was a massive search involving police, family, and friends. Third, our biggest traffic trouble spot.
A very slow drive southbound I-15 in Weber County, 21st Street down to just past Riverdale Road, and an accident westbound to I-80 just before State Street. It's been blocking a right lane and backing traffic past 7th East. Ricky Neeson, the KSL Traffic Center.
Hot temperatures today, and it gets even hotter tomorrow. I'm Kevin Eubank.
100 degrees. Temperature slipped just a bit. We were at 102 now. KSL's top national stories from ABC News.
Another day of extreme heat, triple-digit temperatures from Florida to California. Forecasters say the heat, which is accompanied by sweltering humidity in some places, may be around until the end of the month. Vice President Harris in Jacksonville, Florida today, taking state lawmakers to task for approving new educational standards, especially when it comes to teaching Black history.
They want to replace history with lies.
Governor Ron DeSantis, who is also a Republican presidential candidate, accuses Democrats of lying about the new standards. A federal judge has set a date of May 20th, 2024 for former President Trump on charges that he mishandled classified documents. D.C. meeting the new owners of the Washington Commanders, and one of them is pretty familiar.
We want to take all the headaches away from the players and coaches.
That's Magic Johnson, the NBA legend, who's in the group of investors led by Josh Harris. Daria Albiner, ABC News.
Time for the KSL in depth. KSL Sports, the Women's World Cup Soccer Tournament begins in Australia for Team USA tonight, 7 o'clock. They'll take on Vietnam. And joining me on the newsline is the co-host of the RSL pre- and post-game shows on the KSL Sports Zone. Jake Hatch is with us. So, Jake, it's been 4 years since we paid close attention. Are the U.S. women going to walk away with this cup?
This World Cup should be far more contested than the last one, but the biggest thing about this, the U.S. looks like they're in prime position to potentially three-peat, which would be a first in World Cup history.
So, since it's been about 4 years, which superstars remain on the team? Who should we be watching for when they're on TV?
The biggest ones are actually some of the new names. I'm talking about the likes of Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, some of the newcomers from TV. Some of the holdovers like Megan Rapinoe. She's announced that she's going to retire after this upcoming NWSL season concludes. So this will be her final foray with the national team. So you got a really nice mix of young and old on this squad. They're all very motivated to get that three-peat done.
Those who've been there and those who are eager together can be powerful competitors. Who's going to give them a hard time on the way toward winning the cup?
Well, the issue with the World Cup this year is that there's been a ton of injuries. I'm talking for almost every team that's considered to be a major contender, and if they have an injury or two to what would be their top lineup. So that's the big question. A lot of people think that Germany, England, Sweden, or even potentially Spain could be contenders here. I would consider Germany or England to be the top contenders alongside the United States to win it all.
So what's the time zone difference? I know we get the game tonight. The match is at 7 p.m., but when it's Australia, I'm suspicious that we're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night.
Well, the nice part is they've actually kind of arranged the games for U.S. women's team to help out U.S. fans, stateside, that be able to watch the U.S. women's team tonight, as you mentioned, 7 o'clock against Vietnam. But the third game is going to be at midnight, I think, just here along the Wasatch Front. But there's also been games, the kickoff for the very first game is 3 a.m. U.S. time. So absolutely crazy time if you want to stay up and watch all of these matches live.
Yeah, I enjoy competitive soccer, but when I have to go out for breakfast to watch it early, that could be a problem, especially on the holiday weekend. So tonight, 7 p.m., Team USA goes to work against Vietnam, first match.
Absolutely. And if they recreate what they did 4 years ago in the opening match, when they beat Thailand 13-0, not sure they'll do quite that, but there's a chance that they're going to put a bunch of goals on the board.
Thanks a lot, Jake. We appreciate you coming on. The co-host of RSL pre- and post-game shows on KSL Sports Zone, Jake Hatch. KSL News Time, 4:49 now. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9 is brought to you by Granite Credit Union, high yield savings certificates. Ricky, what's up?
Well, we've had this accident on I-80. This is on the westbound side, just before State Street. Had been blocking a right lane of traffic. They've got it moved out of the way now, but we still have lingering delays, and these are solid slowdowns past 70s. Now, on southbound I-15, traffic is actually only bogged down going from 5300 south through Draper. And we're not seeing as many stop and go places as we thought we might have, but it's still a very slow drive. Northbound I-15 busy in spots along the streets, including from South Salt Lake to downtown. I'll bring you down on top of I-15. The new pop running in from Sterling to State Main Street and down to about 1500 north on the other side of I-15 that looks good right now. I am seeing still some slowdowns. We're on Main Street in Lehigh, crossing heading westbound from
statewide southern Utah will be up at 110 to 112 for the weekend. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Gary.
And I, a 7-day forecast brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. The market closed for the
Short 100 points.